Everyone, coach is here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Mark Berman.
Oh, hey, Tom. Yeah, just where was the defense on Jokic in that first quarter? Because it seemed after the first quarter, maybe it was a little better.
Yeah, in the first quarter, we got into a big hole. Then the defense got going a little bit. Our rebounding was poor all night, but I thought offensively we found some rhythm in the second, third, and fourth. But it was a challenging game.
Steve Popper.
Hey, Tom, when RJ gets the two fouls, I think 21 seconds in, and there's a third foul on that first possession, did it seem like from there, just at the very start, that guys, I don't know, some frustration starts kicking in almost immediately?
Yeah, well, and we can't allow it on the road, but we got probably some tough calls go against us, and then at the end we got some calls, but the game was already decided. So, but that's the way it is on the road. You got to play through that, and just get ready for the next one.
Steve Popper.
Hey, Tom, you guys down 24 in the third, and Taj dives headlong to save a ball. Just, I guess, is there something you like seeing about him in that kind of spot when you guys need a leader?
Yeah, look, we always say we either win or we learn. And so I think we learned a lot, but there's a lot of fight in this team. So I think they ended up shooting 38%, but the rebounding was a problem. And then, of course, the free throws. And so I want to take a look at the film. It was a physical game, and, it was tough. It went against us.
Mark Berman.
I mean, just the physicality of Jokic, tonight, especially in that first quarter. I mean, was it just tough to match up, in any defensive way against that type of bulk?
Well, he's having a terrific season for him. He's a very talented player. So you're not guarding him individually. You have to guard him with your team. And so, you tip your hat and try to make him work as much as you can. He's a great player, and there were a lot of things that we could have done a little bit better, and we'll have to find a way.
Mike Borkanoff.
Tom, in trying to stop Jokic, do you try to decide there whether to let him just kind of be a scorer and take away the playmaking, or do you try to decide, try to make him a playmaker?
Well, that's sort of like what you have to decide, because it's, he could beat you scoring, he could beat you with the pass, and you try not to make it where it's both, and so, but he's very unique in the sense that he handles the ball a lot, and he's got great vision. He's going to make you pay for mistakes, and that's where your ball pressure has to be great, your weak side awareness has to be great, and your body position has to be great. And so, he uses his body really well, and he can do it a lot of different ways. He can do it in the post. He could do it facing the basket. He could do it shooting the three. So puts a lot of pressure on you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Julius Randle's here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Steve Popper.
The quick 2-3 quick fouls in 20 seconds, it just seemed to start everything frustration right from the start.
That's accurate. It's pretty accurate.
Mark Berman.
I mean, just the way the first quarter went, how do you explain it? I mean, was it just not ready for the force of Jokic, as much as you know how good he is?
Steve hit it right on the head. That was pretty much the start of the game, but we didn't come ready to play either. So I'm not gonna just blame them, but we didn't come ready to play.
Steve Popper.
Julius, people talk about whether a close game or a blowout is harder to put away. Is this easier to put a game like this aside?
Yeah, I'm throwing this one in the trash. 2-1 to start the road trip. I got a great opportunity in Phoenix, so that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm throwing this one in the trash.
Mark Berman.
Speaking about Phoenix, I mean, you faced them very recently, a tremendous game down to the final minute. How much, adjustments are being made here with the Suns, and how good do you feel about that contest?
We're confident. We're confident going into it, and look forward to the challenge. It's just another notch under our belt to test where we're at. So we're confident. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a great challenge again, and we look forward to coming out on top.
Thank you, Julius.
Thank you, guys.
Everyone, Noel is here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Mark Berman.
Hey, Noel. I guess that first quarter with Jokic maybe took you guys by surprise. How did you view that first quarter with Jokic going for 24 points?
It's just tough. He's a great player. We definitely, I take a lot of responsibility. Definitely could have changed some looks up, but he's a big body, tough player, and he was, getting some tough shots off. The way he just unorthodox play, whatever they let him get away with. He has a lot of tricks in his tool, but that should definitely be slowed down. But yeah, he's a tough player.
Steve Popper.
Nerlens, the start of the game with the 3 quick fouls, 2 on RJ and the 1 on you in the first 20-something seconds, it seemed like frustration right from there for you guys?
Yeah, we had that talk, definitely making a focal point to come out a lot more aggressiveness, being the first one to send a punch. And, this is, definitely itching at me, and I'll definitely do a, better job down this stretch of definitely doing whatever I got to do to make sure, that aggressiveness and that grit is felt from the beginning, no matter what, by any means. So that's my mindset, and, I'll be sure to not let something like this happen again, make sure we're close-knit and ready to, send the first punch.
Mike Borkenoff.
Nerlens, how is the ankle, and do you think that's something you'll kind of have to monitor and treat the rest of the way?
You said the angle? My ankle?
Ankle, yeah.
No, it was just hurting. It was a little painful today, but, got to stay ready. I missed the last game, but I wanted to, make sure I was as available as possible to go tonight, and, I did. But, just constant treatment around the clock, and I'll be all right day by day, and it'll get better.
Steve Popper.
Nerlens, you guys haven't had a game like this in a long time. Julius was saying it's the kind of thing you just throw in the trash. Do you feel like that with this 3 more tough games on this trip? It's easy to put this kind of thing aside?
Yeah, 100%. Definitely a throwaway game, but, this team feels it. We feel it. The locker room, just wasn't the same. Regardless, we know what we're capable of. And, guys, just the energy, post-game wasn't there, because we know what we're able to do. So, definitely a throwaway, but, we're definitely taking it as a lesson. Be ready from the jump, throw the first punch, be the aggressor, and, we'll be in position to win. We won the last 3 quarters, as Coach pointed out. We just lost the first quarter. If your preparation's a little better, it's a whole different ball game, throughout 4 quarters.
Mark Berman.
Yeah, I mean, looking ahead as you guys travel to Phoenix, I mean, that you guys went down to the final minute with the Suns. I mean, how much are you looking forward to, trying to reverse that?
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, us as a group has collectively had this date circled on our calendar. We know we let one slip in New York, but we want to come here with the aggression that we need. Throw the first punch and play a full 48 minutes of basketball that we know we can do, and keep this West Coast trip going. Try to take it game by game, day by day, and it's a good test for us down the stretch, getting ready for playoffs.
Thank you, Nerlens.
For sure.